Hello everyone, welcome back to Alina's Fashion. This is the part 2 of the hip and butt padding. This is the before the wearing of the hip and butt, and then this is the after. This is the work that we've done. You can see the huge difference. Okay, this is the mannequin with the hip and butt padding. Okay, so in this video you're going to learn how to sew this particular short. Okay, we have done the cutting in the first video, so in this particular video you are going to learn how to sew it, couple it together, and then have your beautiful hip and butt pad. It's not difficult. We'll show you how. You're welcome to the continuation of this hip and butt padding. Okay, so this is the pattern paper for the drafting of the short. Okay, so these are the parameters. I'm just marking 3 inches here. Then from there, I'm going to be taking the full length. Okay, so just put your full length here. So take the waist to the full length. Okay, whatever full length you want. Okay, I'm going to be using half because of the design I want at the front. Then I'll be adding the length of the front short, okay, later. So I'm taking from waist to the hip, that is 9 inches. To get my crotch line, I take hip divide by 4 to get the crotch line. So I've marked the hip line and the crotch line, the HL and the CL. This is it. So next I'm going to be taking the crotch measurement, that is the crotch line. I'm going to be marking it there and draw it straight up to the waistline. You have something like this, a rectangle. Okay, so this is the foundation of the short. You divide your waist by 4, you mark it here. This is the waist. So I welcome back all our subscribers to Alina's Fashion, and if you are new, please just click on the subscription button. So this is the hip measurement here, and then the crotch line I'll add 2 inches or 2.5 inches, okay, for the crotch extension. So just mark it on the crotch line for the extension. Okay, so this is it vividly. So I'm marking the crotch divide by 2 to get the midpoint, okay, of this crotch line. So this is the midpoint. I'm going to extend the line to the full length of the short. This is the crease line. You mark 4 inches for the tie. From the crotch line to the tie is 4.5 or 4 inches. So I'm marking 4.5 inches, and then this is it, the tie line. Whatever measurement I have from the tie, divide it by 2 and mark it both sides of the crease line. So I'm marking here and here also, that is the full length of the short. Divide it by 2, that's I'm marking 5 both sides. Okay, so this is it. These are the parameters. So you just do yours by using your own measurement. So I said divided the tie by 2. I'm marking it both sides. Okay, that is, I got 12 inches. I marked 6 both sides. This the hemline, I'm using 5 inches both sides to give me 10. Okay, for the full length. So here we go. We're going to be connecting all the lines to get the perfect curve for this tight or short. Okay, so I'm going to be covering from the waist to the hip to the crotch line, and then down to the full length. Subscribe to Alina's Fashion. Tell people about us. You can leave your comments on what you want us to do. This is the popular demand, the hip and butt padding. So I'm coming here by 1.5 inch for the curve. So this is the dart measurement. I'm taking 4 inches for the dart measurement. I'm going to be using it for cutting of the back bodies for this short. Okay, so I'm just marking 4 inches here. Okay, then I'll come up here by 1.5 inches and give it a curve. So this is it. From the first video, how we cut the pad, please, when you are taking your measurement for your short or your tight, you just add 2 inches depending on the foam you are using. I used half an inch foam, so I'm adding 2 inches to my hip measurement. If you are using 1 inch foam, you are going to be adding 4 inches to your hip measurement. I hope you understand. So this is it. I'm not adding any sewing allowance to this. This is just my measurement. Okay, so this is it. And then I'll be coming down by half for the front and slant it like so. So this is it. We're going to be cutting it out. This is a perfect way of cutting a short for your hip and butt padding. Please do yourself a favor by watching the video, and I have other interesting videos. Okay, you can see the links below. Just search for Alina's Fashion with a yellow label. So this is it. I've cut out the main fabric of this is for the back. From this that measurement, okay, I'll divide it by 2. That is 4 divided by 2 will give me 2. So I'm marking this point here and I'll extend it by 3 inches. You can use 2 inches, you can use 1.5 depending on your butt size. So I'm using 2 inches up here. Okay, so then I'm going to be adding at the top, at the side, and also at the crotch line. 1 inch at the hip line, 1 inch at the crotch line, half inch at the full length. So this is it for the back. This is a perfect way of cutting a short. I've made a video on how to cut an elastic fabric short. So this one, I'll slant it to the waistline of the back bodies. This fabric is not really an elastic fabric. I'm going to be showing you the secret of making it like an elastic short. So keep watching and you see the mind-blowing secret. I'm taking the measurement of the back waistline and I'm putting it at the back like so from this part. So I'm connecting the point down to the full length. I'm taking the total full length of these back bodies. For the back crotch, I extend it by 2 inches. Okay, mark 2 inches and then I'll mark 1 inch down, 1 inch down, and then half an inch at the full length. Okay, down the crotch line. So just mark it down. Okay, so here we are. So from this, I'm going to be adding 2 inches for the zipper allowance. Okay, the back zipper. So I'm adding the 2 inches here. So here we are. Okay, so we are going to be connecting the point and cutting this out like this. So this is the back bodies. This is a perfect way of cutting your short to give it this curvy shape, this nice shape. Okay, it will be so fitted, and in this video you're going to see how you can get a a tight, using a fabric that is not really an elastic or a stretchy one. So this is it for the back tight. I call it a tight because I'm going to be showing you how to make it. If you don't know how to cut this pad, don't panic. I've made a video. Okay, just search for it. How to cut hip and butt padding. So these are the pads. Okay, I've shredded these parts so that it will be like this. You can still trim it down, okay, so that it won't give you out. So I'm going to be covering it with this stay interfacing. I'll take it to the pressing table and press it on like this using the rough part on the foam. Okay, place the rough part on the foam and use your hot iron to press. You press both sides and then you cut it out. You can use this short with whatever dress you want. You can wear it underneath a stretchy fabric. If you're wearing it underneath an Ankara fabric, you have to leave, when you're sewing it, you have to add 2 inches to your hip measurement. Okay, so just press it like so and cut it out. And then we are going to be joining the side hip to the back hip. Okay, after we finish doing this, I'm going to be doing this for all the foams, and then we'll join it together. After joining it together, we'll join the lining and the main fabric. We'll sew the crotch area together. We'll sew the side together also. So from the side, we're going to be attaching this padding, this pad, okay, the hip and the butt pad. I'm going to be showing you how to do it. So this is it. Just iron it nice like so. You do the rest. Okay, still watching the labeling of the foam, the up and the down part of the foam. You arrange it like this before you sew it. Make sure they are well arranged. The up and the back arrow should lead you. So I've sewn it like this. So this is how it looks. So this is the back, this is the curve. Okay, so here I'm going to be attaching it to the lining first of all. So I've sewn the sides of the lining. I'm going down by 1 inch from the waistline. Then I'm going to be sewing it from this mid part. So come down by 1 inch and then sew it all the way like so down. So I've done it for the lining. Okay, just do same for the lining. Then you arrange it very well. You can use your pin to arrange, stretch it very well, and then you sew the sides of the foam to the lining. After sewing it, sew it carefully. You attach it. You have something like this. Okay, this is the pin. This is when you pin it. Okay, for the front, I'm going to be using this design just to. So you get your lining and your make fabric. You hem both the lining and the main fabric. Place it like so, right side facing right side. Take it to the sewing machine and you hem it. Okay, so this is it. When you hem it, you top stitch. This is the right side facing the right side. You just sew the hem like so. After you finish sewing it, you top stitch it on the lining, not on the main fabric. Top stitch it on the lining. Then you have a perfect inner finishing. Next, you join the lining and the main fabric crotch, back crotch together so that you can be able to fix the zipper. So this is it. I'll just pin it down, sew it so that it be firm. And then the remaining part of the crotch, I'm joining it. So we have something like this, so beautiful. So for the expo, this is it. You just measure like so. Measure the underneath of your fabric. Okay, don't join it, just measure it to see the length. Okay, I have length 19, so I'm going to be using a total of 29 inches long fabric and 5 inches wide. So this is what I've done. Just attach it like this, pin it, sew it, and then you have it. It serves as so tight and it's also very fine. Like you sew a perfect hip and butt padding.